Episode 36. What is deliberate practice?
My dear friends, we are now living in a world of globalization. In order to survive in the world of globalization, an organization has to become world class. If the organization has to become world class, it should have the world class resources, world class technology, world class products and services. Most important resource of an organization is the human resource. If you want to win the World Cup in cricket match, then you should have the world class skill. Then only you will get selected for the team which plays for the World Cup. So it boils down to having world class capabilities, world class knowledge, skill, technology, expertise. If we do not have these, we cannot work for a world class organization or a world class sports club. Let's think for a while. What does it mean to become a world class sports person? Usain Bolt, you take for example. He is the world's fastest sprinter. He is a Jamaican sprinter. He is the first man ever to hold both 100 meters and 200 meters world record in sprinting. That's why he is called the Lightning Bolt. Let us take the world class fastest bowlers. Shoaib Akhtar of Pakistan, Shane Bond of New Zealand, Mohammad Sami of Pakistan, Mitchell Johnson Australia, Lasith Malinga Sri Lanka. All these people are world class in cricket. We have Sachin Tendulkar, Vishwanathan Anand, A. Rahman. These people are also world class. In the field of music, literature, sports, you name it, there are world class performers. The other day I was browsing the internet and I was looking at some of the AXN world records. Ralph of Germany can solve a Rubik Cube in 5 minutes and 42 seconds flat. You may ask me what is so great about it. He does it with eyes blindfolded. Yes, eyes blindfolded. In the Guinness Book of World Record, I also came across a person called Rebel Rowe. He is the world's fastest court reporter. He can speak at an amazing speed of 683 syllables per second. Well, the list can be unending. You have so many world-class experts to talk about. The question is, how did they pick up this world-class skill? How to acquire world-class skill? That is what we are going to discuss in today's episode. There are two types of genius: born genius due to divine power and made genius due to human effort. What separates the world-class experts from ordinary experts? How did they acquire this expertise? Can anyone acquire it? Is world-class performance a genetic factor? These are the questions we are going to answer. You are aware, sometime back I was talking about the outcome, process, knowledge and skill. If you want to produce a world-class outcome, you should have a world-class process, which is possible only if we have world-class knowledge and skill. This link between knowledge, skill, process and outcome is very, very important. Dr. Anders Ericsson of Texas University came out with this research finding that world-class expertise is a result of 10 years of intensive practice in which the person puts in 10,000 hours of work. So development of expertise comes down primarily to practice and more practice. More accurately, it comes down to the right kind of practice. In 1993, Dr. Anders Ericsson published a paper, The Role of Deliberate Practice in the Acquisition of Expert Performance. He defines deliberate practice as an activity that is explicitly intended to improve performance beyond one's level of competence, provides a feedback on results and involves a high level of repetition. The question is, can anyone pick up this expertise? If there are constraints, those constraints will definitely affect what can and what cannot be achieved. One constraint is definitely resource constraint. You should have the ability to actually engage in practice of the skill you want to develop. If you do not have the resource, for example, money, material, if you don't have the time, you will not be able to achieve it. For example, if you want to become an Olympic lifter, but you have no access to a bar, bumpers or someone to teach the movement, you are likely to have problems of becoming an achiever in this area. According to Anders Ericsson, improvement was related in a monotonic fashion to the amount of practice time put in. So you have to put in enormous amount of time. Here is the formula. From beginning an activity to the development of expertise, it takes roughly 10 years of proper practice, and in these 10 years, 10,000 hours of intensive practice is required. You want to know more about this? Wait for my next episode.
ABS Vidyalaya, ABS Vidyalaya.
கற்கும் கல்வி நன்றாய் கற்கும் இடம் ஒன்றே.
மெட்ரிக் பாடம் என்றால் ஊர் மெச்சும் இடம் ஒன்றே.
டிஜிட்டல் திரையில் கணினி முறையில் தெளிவாய் கற்க நீ வா.
கல்வியோடு கலைகள் அனைத்தும் எழிலாய் கற்க நீ வா. ABS விண்ணை தோட தன்னை தரும் ABS வெற்றி தரும் மார்க்கம் ABS சுற்றும் உலகின் உச்சம் காட்டும் ABS வித்யாலயா.
தரமான மெட்ரிக் பாடத்திட்டத்துடன் ஏபிஎஸ் வித்யாலயா திருவள்ளூர்.
ABS வித்யாலயா.